COVID-19 has hit certain age groups much harder than others, and with the onset of the third wave in the island, the risk to children has increased. As things stand, the only way for them to be safe from the virus is not by coming into contact with COVID-19 infected patients. In Sri Lanka, even the vaccine is beyond them for now. As for the global consensus on vaccinating under 18s against the novel coronavirus, many programs are at trial stage with little information available on child vaccinations. Now it emerges that children being infected with COVID are running another risk.
Main discussion that has been taking place is about this new complication that we have been identifying, what is called as multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children, which was actually last year detected and described in UK, and then gradually we also have been experiencing and seeing, and it is mainly a complication related to COVID. It is not an acute situation with the COVID that they are getting. It is about the incidence is identified to be about 1 for every 5,000 children who gets COVID. But the problem is we don't have exact data how many children would have got COVID, because most of them are asymptomatic. So this can spread along every age group from 0 to 21, but mostly it has been seen around 8 to 12 years of age, and especially those who are obese as well as the asthmatic. So the most important thing is that we should be taking preventive measures to avoid contracting COVID, and once a child has any symptoms of any illness, it is important that they seek medical attention, because many parents are scared to take children to hospitals, and one of the key symptoms of multisystem inflammatory syndrome is that the child will have profuse diarrhea, they will be very lethargic, and their blood pressures may go down. So if you bring them on time to the hospital, then of course they can be very easily cured and saved.
The third wave also brought about the need for new behaviors. People continue to be discouraged in gathering at confined spaces with poor ventilation or where air conditions are in operation sans face masks. Office environments run the biggest risk in this regard. As such, it falls on the people to ensure that such premises do not become COVID petri dishes.
All the heads of institutions in our country should take maximum precaution that their institute is maintained as a COVID-free zone. The requirements for hand washing, and somebody is to be appointed by name to look after the application of proper COVID-appropriate behaviors in the institution. I think this will be a very good practice.
As for new daily COVID cases in the island, the caseload has been hovering around the 1,500 mark over the last week. Yesterday's caseload was 1,554, which included 43 foreign arrivals. The highest number of infections came from the Western Province, as has been for quite some time. Its three districts, Colombo, Gampaha and Kalutara, topped the list with 291, 228 and 227 new cases respectively. Outside the Western Province, the highest number of infections came from the Ratnapura district with 173. 96 infections came from Ampara, 72 from Kandy, 55 from Matale, 49 from Kurunagala, while 47 were recorded from Badulla. The remaining 273 infections were confirmed across 16 other districts. In the meantime, Sri Lanka's number of active COVID-19 cases rose to 21,525, with 1,180 new cases being confirmed today. As for the recoveries, the total number now stands at 263,578, as 930 patients were discharged from their treatment centres during the day.
පුංචිම දෙයකින් ලොකු වෙනසක්. සැෂේ වලට වඩා සන්සිල්ක් ලොකු බෝතලෙන් රුපියල් 20ක ඉතිරියක්.